Okay, so here's your powder die and your measure. You need to unscrew these screws, loosen them up enough that you can take this powder die out. Set aside the measure. Okay, then just start to screw this in, powder die into the station 2, and then your powder measure, your powder funnel right here, tapered side down, goes right in there, sits right in there like so. Okay, that's it. Pretty simple. Now what you have to do is take your powder measure, right? Actuate the arm on it. See, this arm goes back in the closed position, back position. Sorry, it's open, so that's when you drop powder, and you can manually just bring it forward. So bring that forward. This stop here needs to be touching. Okay, and go ahead and set this on top. Right, and just you want to be fairly loose with these screws because you want to be able to, you're going to rotate the die without rotating the powder head. Okay, and the way you do that is just hold on to the powder head, powder measure. You know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, just watch. Who needs instructions anyway? We're men, manly men. Just start screwing that down. What I'm going to do is in position 2 here, put in a spent case that we just deprimed and resized, lower the handle and bring it all the way up. Okay? What I want to happen when I do that, let me just repeat it for you. Let me reset all this. What I want to happen is when I bring the handle down, I want to have this bar move all the way over. Okay, that's when you are at your starting position to make your belling adjustments. Okay, so here's my case in position number 2. I bring it up. Okay, and I can see that I have to lower it a bit more because when this is fully actuated, it comes all the way over. Huh? Okay, and I just manually reset this by, there's the outside mechanism, pull it down, then pull down the second one, and just pull it forward. Okay, and of course to do that, you got to get the shell case out. Duh. So let's just keep going. That's not enough, so we're going to hold on to the measure, grab the powder die. It's got to go down a bunch more. That's pretty close. It's pretty good right there. That looks like fairly full. Alright? Now, so our starting position again is to get this powder bar. Okay? So the way this works is this is going to be filled with powder, and just gravity will push powder into this powder bar, and it's just a space. So what you're doing is you're filling a defined space with powder. And that powder will then, when you operate the handle, will get moved from here to here, and it will fall in your funnel and into your case. Okay, so that's pretty good. Now, if I look at my case, there's no bell on this case at the moment. Okay, at all, right? So here is a good time to take a break and get out your reloading manual and look at some data on Smith & Wesson cases. Okay, here's some dimensions of what a case should look like, just for your record. And this comes from the Lyman 49th edition. Sorry. Get one. Get reloading books. Don't believe what you see on the internet. So the easiest way to figure out your bell is to take your calipers, right? Let's zoom out as much as we possibly can. Take your calipers and just take a quick measurement of your case width towards the mouth, right? Pretty close to the mouth. Yeah, so this is 0.419, okay? Right now. Okay? Make sure that's There we go. 0.419. So I want to get to like 0.416, 0.416. I want to get a good place 2,000ths. So it's fluctuating about 0.417. I don't know. Well, you can see that. I want to get this around 0.42 is where I want to be. Okay. So the way we do that is we just start bringing it down, bringing our bar forward, and raising this up, lowering it. Now if you look at this case, we're probably right about where we want to be. I'm going to measure this off camera. Right now this case is measuring 0.419 diameter. This mouth is about 0.421. So it's about 2,000ths bigger. And now you can see my bullet sits in there pretty nicely. Okay, I'd like to get a little bit more of a bell on it though, just a tiny bit more in this case. So just turn it like 1/8 of a turn, raise it. Resetting my arm manually in this case, and that's looking like a pretty good bell right there. And this is just empirical, so my bullet can sit on there nicely. We might have to go back and make some adjustments later, but it sits on there pretty nice. Okay, so that's it. Now we take our belled case, we put it back in the station there, we raise the arm, or lower the arm, excuse me. Go ahead and tighten this nut, like so. And again, no need for Gorilla Tight, just tight is good enough. Okay, your bench rest. Now, alright, so there's our powder die. Got a nice belling going on. Looks good. Put another case in there. Oops, the powder arm. Do it the right way. And that's a pretty good bell. And again, you don't want it too much, so you'll shorten the case life. You can actually weaken them. Now, I need to reposition the camera really quick, and we'll install the fail-safe rod on this. Okay, you have a fail-safe, so this basically, this rod is set up so that you don't get into a situation where if you operate the arm you drop powder all over the place. Okay, so it'll only turn on the powder measure if there's actually a shell in there. Okay, the shell needs to be in there. So the way you install this is you just bring these two together. Alright, so we have our rod in there. Now the other thing, you see this white piece here? Okay, there's a platform that accepts it. From underneath, you just push it up into there. It's tough, but you'll get it. Push it up into there. And that's why you don't tighten any of this up yet, because you want this to all line up perfectly. And you just simply start tightening up the wing nut, like so. And you want to feel some, what this wing nut, there's a spring underneath here. What this wing nut is going to put some tension on it, so it ensures that the powder bar comes all the way back. What's supposed to work is that when I operate the handle, goes all the way down. Okay, I put powder in, a bell, put powder in. This fail-safe rod, when I push forward to prime the next case, should bring this all the way forward. Okay, I can tell you it did not, so we just tighten it up a little bit. That's really important in terms of getting consistent charges. Now with all this in a line, okay, make sure it's really lined up. Go ahead and tighten down on these screws to fix the powder measure to the powder die. I'll get back to you.